So your nuts look like the fucking Frenemies set. Yeah. That's sweet.
That's cool.
Guys, welcome to the episode. Hopefully we cut most of that. It is classic. Welcome. Oh, there it is. Welcome to the episode, guys. Do you want to start again?
Huh? What was...
All right.
Sorry, we're just talking about Keelan's...
Hello. Welcome to the episode.
Should we play the intro?
We just did. We just didn't hear
Talked
it.
over it.
Yeah.
Didn't play it all.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Not
That's
a very
what you guys
satisfying
get.
start.
Guys,
But that's the start.
We are recording. This is an emergency recording of the episode. We came in on a day that we don't normally record because it looks like at time of recording, we're almost definitely going into lockdown. We got a few more cases. Sydney's doing a great job. Thank you very much.
We really
it's
appreciate
coming home.
it. We love...
Yeah.
A lot of love to Gladys.
Yep, Gladys killing it. Literally killing it.
Old people.
Yeah.
In
So
nursing
thank you very
homes.
much.
Yeah.
We appreciate that, and I'm happy to become a streamer again. What do you think of blue hair?
I think you should go back.
Okay.
You've been there once.
2,000 subs.
Maybe I go blonde.
Really?
Huh? Probably not.
No?
I think I'm still going to keep trying to do shows and leaving. But there's nowhere to leave now. This is the
No.
problem. Last time I ran away, I've done that once. Now it seems like there's nowhere to run except for Tassie, and I'd rather be in my home.
Yeah, everywhere has it now because Sydney's doing a great job.
Yes.
So thank you, Gladys. So we're really excited to, I think we'll be able to avoid a return to Zoom because we are doing this episode and we have a bunch of guest episodes sitting in the vault. We've got 4 guest episodes. We think that we can avoid Zoom.
And they're good.
They are good.
They're very funny. So, I may have a show tonight in Bendigo, but I don't know.
That's a few days ago. For
Yeah,
them.
so ages
Perspective
ago.
tonight is Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Thursday. What's the date? Just say the date today.
16th
Guys, look.
of July.
No, it's the 15th.
Check my website. I've
No,
got
it's the
heaps of
16th.
dates.
No, my Bendigo show's on the 15th. So it's the 15th of July.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
confused because I was supposed to have a fire alarm guy come in this morning and
Yeah.
I didn't read the date
Yeah.
and I'm really
okay.
angry about it.
Yeah, so Keelan goes, "Oh, I can't take you in today. I'm waiting for my fire alarm going." I'm like, "No worries, dude. I'll just get the train. That's easy. Get the train in." And then I get a call from Keelan. He goes, "Oh, where are you?" I'm like, "I'm here." And he goes, "Oh yeah, cool. I'll grab you from Richmond Station." I should have.
Dog. Huh?
Now I've just doxed where we are. We should cut that.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
We've said that a lot.
What's this happened?
I don't know. It
I
looked
got
like
completely.
Jeez, this is such a fucking
fucking
low
out of it.
energy start.
I
Guys,
got
let's
so
up
out
the
of it.
tempo a bit.
I'm sorry,
Dude, let's get this
That's
tempo
my
up.
fault. I'm sad. I don't want to get a lockdown again.
Why are you sad?
Because it sucks.
Yeah, but I've been busy, so I want to play video games again.
I know you're having a holiday. My fucking tour.
Yes,
starts
we can
in-
play Chivalry too.
or
the
Battlefront.
medieval one.
I'm
Doesn't
not getting
matter.
Chivalry
Either
Why
way.
aren't you getting chivalry?
because I don't like medieval stuff.
Oh, I like technology. Yap. That's all I hear from you.
Jeez, man, stop yapping. No, that's the thing. I won't even be that mad about it. I will
Yeah.
be because I lose a lot of money. But money isn't everything.
What if
Sometimes
you-
video games are
What
fun.
if you haven't done any shows and you're about to do them in August and September?
Oh, well then, what do you mean?
That's me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I get why you're sad.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll pick up the energy from here.
Great.
You really carried the prank episode because
Yeah.
I wasn't on it.
Yeah. You were there. Everyone saw. You can go back and watch it.
When I went back and watched it, there was a lot of Lewis on the screen.
Yeah, I'm so glad that went down as well as it did
was
with
very
the
funny.
listeners because I did promise heaps.
Yeah, I was really worried a lot of people would be a letdown. I mean, I reckon you 8 out of 10 people enjoyed it.
I think that I
Could have said 4 out of 5. Went with 8 out of 10.
I promised so much that I think the reason why people thought the prank was there was no prank was because I talked it up so much.
The hype was almost as exciting as the prank. And the
Yeah.
prank was pretty good.
Yes.
Hard to live up to those expectations. That was my concern going in when that countdown was happening, because it was like a post-production prank.
Yeah.
I came in on the day, nothing was different. No one was really acting suspicious. No one was trying to hide anything from me. So I was like, what's this prank? Like, they haven't put in any effort. They've been talking this up for weeks. It was months behind the scenes as well, weeks
yeah.
on the show.
Well, originally it was supposed to be for April 1st, April Fool's, and I wasn't going to tell you at all.
You're just gonna do
I
it.
was going to reveal at the end of the episode, you've been pranked. But then we forgot.
That's right.
Yeah, we just completely forgot. And then we were like, oh, we'll do it in You May Be Fooled. And then we got locked down. And then I was like, oh, I'll do it for no reason in episode 201.
Kind of glad. I need a haircut at the moment anyway. So, like, yeah, I was glad I really wasn't on camera.
Yeah.
It's looking pretty rough anyway.
Yeah, I think, honestly, visually, huge improvement. I
Yes. And people noticed that. A few people saying, finally, Luke has upgraded his shoe game.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe. So, if you don't know, there's a full, by the way, Keelan and Lewis, after I leave, because I've got to go to a show, I think. Who knows?
Can't relate.
I'll read the news. But Keelan and Lewis, after this, are going to be doing a Patreon-only secret episode of the behind the scenes of how they pulled off the
Yeah, because
editing.
we've gotten so many
prank.
questions from people of like how we did it, and it was like 2 days. It was like it was a heaps and heaps of preparation, then a 2-day edit. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just sit down, me and Keelan, and we're gonna do like a Patreon podcast just explaining how we pulled it off, and how we did it so well. Basically, all Keelan. I had the idea, but Keelan executed it. So we're gonna talk about that. And break it down. But what I'm very excited about is also going up exclusively on Patreon is we're going to release a version of that episode that is just your actual angle, unedited, next to me trying to lip sync you
Yeah.
at the same time. So you'll be able to see both angles and see how well
Lewis
I
did
imitated
the whole
Luke.
episode
Yeah.
just watching the angle of me back. So after I finished the podcast, I got sent away, and then he sat there mimicking everything I did, even when I fiddled with the mic, and when I go like this with my leg, when I laugh,
Yeah.
and I laugh like this.
Yeah, you do laugh
which I
like
do
that.
often.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and obviously when I came back from the toilet, I had my pants down.
Yeah.
He did everything. spot
Everything
on.
exactly right.
So yeah, that's over on Patreon. And what I thought was the most amusing, because I didn't even see it on the day. It already had like 6,000 views before I knew what the prank was.
Thanks to all the listeners who did not message
No
Luke
one
at
snitched.
all. Yeah, we did say don't tell
Few
Luke.
people asked me. I checked my DMs the next day. A few people said, "Do you know about it yet? Do you know about it yet?" But that was it. No one
Yeah.
actually spoiled it. And,
So thank you.
props to that. But what amusing! Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, maybe just because I know about video editing, but I was
Yeah.
like, I know exactly how they did that. That's
Yeah.
funny, and that's a lot of effort. Some people in the comments were like, "Man, I watched this for 10 minutes and thought they like face masked over Luke."
No.
For like you know, like those deep fakes.
Yeah.
You know, like that Tom Cruise deep fake. Some
Yeah.
people thought it was a deep fake for 10 minutes.
That's what we should have done.
You guys are so fucking stupid. I was wearing different colored jeans. It switches
Yeah.
to Lewis is wearing different shoes and different jeans, and it's clearly Lewis's body. Like
Also-
I'm not 6'8".
I'm a lot longer than Luke.
How? Like I read those comments and I was like, did people really think that?
Yeah.
Also, that's really hard editing. I guess maybe
That's
people-
giving Keelan too much credit. Keelan's
Yeah.
great at his job. He is not that good.
that would have been incredible
Yeah.
if you had
Sure.
deep faked my entire episode.
Deepfake is just software.
Oh, really?
So it's actually pretty easy to do.
Oh, you just run it and tracks it over
Yeah.
my head.
Oh, classic Keelan just does it the hard way.
But yeah, I read those comments. I was like, as if like that is what you thought happened.
Yes.
That's so
What
funny.
do people think your body looks like?
Yeah, I know.
Because they're very different.
Some people have been sending me like people are now combing through that episode just looking for mistakes. Like there's some
Yes.
bits where I go hit the panel and I go get the lull horn, and then all of a sudden Lewis has two hands that appears and stuff, and people are like, look, if you go to this timestamp, you're there. Like
Yeah.
and then some people are like the prank's on them, and I'm like, pretty sure the joke was still on me, dude.
Yeah, there was. If you skip to the bit where Luke pulls out the lull horn, I
Two hands.
almost nailed it. The only reason I mess it up is I forgot that you did not close the drawer. I close it, you did not.
So half the drawer is
So
open.
half the drawer is closed, and half of it's open. It's like that when there was a Starbucks cup in the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
episode. It's more of a continuity issue.
Yeah, but that was very good. So last night we had a little shindig after work. We were gonna go.
We're
it's like-
celebrating celebrating Ruben leaving? That sounds mean.
We were just having a
sending
gathering.
him off.
a bit of a get together.
Ruben was there as well. We weren't celebrating without him.
Yeah, because of COVID, we ended up just like getting beers and pizza here.
Yes.
Because we didn't want to like go out to a busy restaurant and go for dinner because
Yeah.
we didn't know what was going on.
Yes.
And then we all left at like 9:30. Yeah.
Yeah, 9:30 because we knew
Nothing
we were coming
crazy.
in today because we thought lockdown might happen. So we're
Yeah.
like, oh well, we got to get up early tomorrow. Let's have a nice quiet day. We didn't really do anything too crazy last night. We just got pizza. and you guys had a few beers, and we watched Dashcam on
We're-
Dashcam's Australia footage.
Like if anyone, I don't know, I don't think anyone thinks we're cool, but just in case you did, scratch that. When we hang out together, we watch, it's called literally unusual meme compilations for
That's
like
cool.
20 minutes on mute.
they were very unusual.
They were quite peculiar.
And Dashcam compilations.
Yeah.
That's a staple.
And I recommend sitting down and watching Dashcam compilations with your mates, because the whole time you just watch they're all like 30-second
You've got to
bits.
predict which car's the one that's about to crash.
And it's never the car you think it is.
No.
Like you'll see like a souped up car that looks like it's driven by a dickhead, and you're like, this guy's going to do something crazy. He's going to merge across 10
and then like
lanes.
a white mother of four will just rear end a truck. And you're like, what the fuck?
And it's like in the furthest away from the camera.
Yeah.
You're looking at the cars in front, and then one time we were watching one person like cross the road, and we're like, oh, this chick's going to eat shit. Something's going to happen to her. Someone's going to run her over at 100 Ks. And then some other guy who's by himself was like getting out of his car. He left the handbrake off and runs himself over. It's a great watch of just taking bets and going, whoa, it's the white car.
And because it's all on mute, it's a great background setting.
Yes.
It's better than a movie actually being on the background.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that's addictive. You can't stop watching it.
Oh, yeah. And if you watch them, you'll start to notice that 95% of them are just tradies that are late to work.
Yeah.
That's all of the accidents. Like, oh, he's late to work.
So then you guys left because Keelan thought he had to get up for his alarm thing. Oh, bless you.
COVID. Fuck, this is now.
Good on you.
a
Thanks,
danger
Gladys.
zone.
Jesus, fuck.
Man.
I thought I had to get up for my fire alarm guy.
Yeah, so you guys left.
Can I talk about that for a second?
Yeah.
So I had a
Warning, the last story you wanted to tell on the podcast.
Luke fell asleep.
I fell asleep, you see?
Okay,
Luke was out.
I'm going to preface this with, dear viewer, I'm very sorry. This story sucks.
Okay.
Why do we allow this?
I don't know.
I had
That's a good question.
Monday. I had a phone call and a text saying Thursday morning is what I read. Thursday morning, a guy's coming to
so
your
this
place,
Is this
story-
good?
coming
this
to your
story-
apartment to fix your
This
fire alarm.
story is going to
So last night, I remembered
read it wrong.
I got on the train, and then we got in an Uber. What was that? What? I didn't hear it.
So
No, that's right. Finish your story.
Right.
Finish the story.
Yeah.
8 a.m. This man was supposed to come.
No, that's how it was.
Previously, sorry.
No, I'm just keep going.
I'm just predicting how it's going to end.
Right, you got it all wrong.
Yeah.
I know you've got it right from what I've heard.
Just hurry
Previously, the guy's always rocked up early, so I got up at 7 a.m. 8 a.m. rolls around, he's
Yep.
still not here. I've texted Lewis, I've gone, the cunt's not here. I didn't say cunt, that's a bad word.
Unnecessary correction. You know why he said that? Because the guy hasn't showed up yet. He's going to listen to this and go, well, you're going to call me a cunt. I'm not going to fix it.
And by 9 o'clock, I was like, what am I doing? I was so angry. I'd been up for 2 hours, just laying in my bed waiting for the phone
It's
call.
about to
out.
end with that. Yeah.
He's going to say it.
But,
And then you
And
realize.
then I got in my car.
yeah.
Well, I called an Uber to my brother's place,
Yeah.
who's a mechanic, picked up my keys,
Yeah.
spoke to my brother,
All unnecessary.
got my car,
All doesn't need to
Just
be said.
skip
Just say,
over
I
it.
got in my car.
went to call the fire alarm people,
Mm-hmm.
and then I realized
Yeah.
it was the wrong day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so did you read it wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, oh, great.
You know those things where even when you know it's coming and it's still not even satisfying?
Yeah.
That was that.
Yeah, that was that.
Thanks for letting me tell my story.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
Um,
I'll be shocked. Actually, you edited it. I was about to say I'll be shocked if we don't cut that out, and then I realized you cut it. So that, guys, that's staying in. You've heard it. Shit. What was I? Oh yeah. So you guys left. What are you doing?
do you guys want to hear me suffocating in my sleep?
Can I tell the story? You know we haven't even got to the first thing on the whiteboard yet. This is big emergency energy vibes.
All right, but then we're going to listen.
Episode energy, whatever.
Then we're going to listen to me
No,
suffocating.
let's do that.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me put it on the machine.
oh, should I just cut to a long story? Like long story short, we went for a big walk.
Well, I would say no, but someone else in this room didn't do that, and we paid the price. So
Yeah.
maybe you should.
So maybe I just cut to the end.
Yeah, yeah.
Devlin
probably.
and I accidentally went to a titty bar.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
it was.
How
I know.
does he-
I know. It sounds like we accidentally. We walked in there. I was like, "Oh, there's breasts." Do you know how weird that is?
Yeah.
Walking into a pub, like a random pub, thinking you're just gonna like have a beer with your
Right.
mate, then go, and then you just see some like miraculous double D's. You know, the surgeon.
Wait.
The
fully
surgeon
out?
did a great job.
Fully out?
Yeah.
Well, she's got to pay for them somehow, right?
Yeah.
You, like sometimes titties are an investment.
But
you know?
it was, I guess, obviously there was a bit happened that led us to this bar, but all that time was taken up because Keelan told that story.
Yeah.
Essentially, other bars were closed. That was
Yeah.
the main story.
You walked
Update
around
to the
looking for a
story.
bar.
I have to call them today and reschedule because I don't want him coming in tomorrow morning.
Right.
So just update.
Thank you.
Cool.
Let us know of any other
Well,
further updates.
it'll be
happen.
lockdown, so you're probably going to burn alive in that apartment during lockdown because you probably try and cook yourself chicken and fall asleep, and the fire alarm won't go off, so you will be roasted instead.
Yeah. I've had the. You know what? I'm making an executive decision. This story's not good enough.
Didn't you make that decision before you told it?
Earlier, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's peculiar.
Yeah.
And this maybe should have been in
Those
a
memes we saw last
compilation.
night. Yeah.
Keelan's gaining some real unearned confidence with his storytelling.
I wouldn't.
You know what I mean? Like zero ability,
I
and he
wouldn't
knows
call
that.
it.
Yeah, and he's even nodding along. He's like, "Yes, I'm overly confident."
I disagree. I would
'Cause
not
back-
call it confidence at all because every story he starts is with "this sucks."
Okay, well,
There's
maybe
no
it's-
confidence. He has no confidence in
Oh,
his story.
it's
He
just-
has no respect for our show.
Yes.
I would say that's what
Bingo.
it is. Yeah.
Because right at the start when we employed you, you were a little nervous boy coming
Yeah.
in like, I don't want to say anything unless I'm spoken to. Now, just
I miss him. Where's
inter-
that guy gone?
He interrupts us. Just goes, I'm about to fucking ruin the show for a bit. And then we are stupid enough to be like, go ahead.
Yeah.
And then he does it. And then afterwards he goes, so that sucked. And then I try and move
Yeah.
on. And he goes, actually, can I further poo-poo it?
Yeah.
And then we let him do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Because I think a lot of people would actually be more interested in how I accidentally ended up at a titty bar.
yeah.
But yet we're getting a lot of fire alarm chat.
So
could
what
do
did
like-
you do?
sorry.
We could do
So
a
you
poll
walk-
or something.
Yeah, let's comment like whose story do you want to hear more?
Yeah.
Luke's
Well, everyone's
or
now going to
Keelan's?
comment fire
You
alarm.
walk into the bar
Yeah.
and then you see, oh, it's a titty bar, and then you're like, oh, well, let's just go home.
No. We're like, let's stay for 2 drinks.
Okay.
We were originally going to stay for 1, but then there were tits. So we're like,
One for each boob.
stick around.
Yeah.
Well, there was no
how
one
does
there.
How does a titty bar work? It's exactly the
was
same,
free.
but with tits.
It was free entry.
Yeah.
And then there was a show happened. So these girls came over to us.
So they're stripping, or they just have tits out.
No, strip show, right?
But what's the difference between a strip club and a titty bar?
One's free and it makes you feel sad, even sadder when you leave.
Right.
Like it's sad. Like
Yeah.
it was grim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't they be cold?
It was heated, like it was in a venue.
Yeah, but they've got their titties out.
I mean,
That'd be a bit chilly.
I don't think that was the
Or
biggest.
girls, we should go and give them a jumper.
They were having a great time. So we walked in. There wasn't many people in the bar. So
Yeah.
as soon as we walked in, one of those girls was like, "Hey guys, we're about to do a little show. Donations are totally welcome." And we were just at this point, fuck, we're being cornered here. We just came in here for a beer.
Yeah.
Now we're being asked to donate, and we're
Yes.
like, "Oh, what is this rude?" So me and Devin look at each other, and we're like, $10 each, because we don't want to see the show. Like we never asked for a show. We didn't.
Bucks.
Dude, we didn't ask to see this.
Yeah.
They came over to us. We came in for a beer. We were actually we saw the boobs. They were like, do you want to just go play pool? Because we were just not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Once you see the boobs, you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Then what?
I mean, with the amount of times you and Devlin have gone to strip clubs now, it's all the same. All the boobs start looking like the same tits.
Exactly. And I was like, one of us is going to just start throwing fucking cash down the drain here. So I need to get out of here.
Yes.
Right? So we were just like talking. We might go. Then they sat us down near the front of the stage. And then I was like, look, of course, I support the arts. Dude, the girl died laughing.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to make it a bit less uncomfortable. She's like, hey, we're doing a show. I was like, yeah, $10. So she got out the thing. We tapped because I didn't have cash. So I
Yes,
felt
yes.
awful.
Yeah.
We tapped. And then I don't think we may have been the only ones who paid. So they may have done it for $20.
There is something disrespectful about pay wave at the strip club because it's
You
like
can choose to do
if
more.
if you're paying cash. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Will we even be that loud?
Let's just pause. So, all right, we're back. I was saying there's something grotty about using PayWave at the strip club because
Yeah.
when you pay with cash, hopefully you have a bunch of other cash that they see, and then they'll go, "Oh, I might get the rest of that."
Yeah.
But if you just tap $10, you could have $1 million. You could have $0.
Yeah.
They go, "Is he going to tap again?"
I just felt.
I went to a strip club not recently with 2 friends of mine that you guys don't know.
Reese, not
recently.
not with Reese, and not recently.
Definitely not with Reese. But we were there and we tried to buy drinks and it was $100 minimum tab.
Oh,
And we were
sneaky.
like, no. And then
Yeah.
there was no ATM or there was some like fucky thing with the ATM. And we were
Yeah.
like, we don't have cash. We're not getting $100 out for drinks.
Yes, awesome.
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Bring PayWave to the strip clubs.
They don't do that.
I think bring
No.
PayWave to homeless people. If honestly, the only reason I don't give money to homeless people anymore is because I don't have cash. I never give money away. Whereas whenever I had a little bit of change, I always would.
yeah.
But if honestly, if there was a guy that had like a little square reader that had like
That's what they had last
$2 on it, I would just get my phone, I double tap, and I go beep beep as I walk past.
Yeah, great.
I would do that.
But yeah. Then that was pretty much the story. I forget where I was going with it.
You pull,
I just felt
show.
like I know, like I would never.
You made the girl
I would
laugh.
never ever. Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
Just she had a bit of a chuckle because I think the guys that usually hang out at this establishment. Look, I spoke to a few of
they're
them.
there for it.
One of them, I don't think he'll mind.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a. He was part of the walls at this point. His name was Victor, and
Yeah.
he'd been coming there every Wednesday for 30 years.
Wow.
And there was a whole group of guys. I was like, oh, where do you guys know each other from? Because they were the only other guys there. Me and Killam were, me and Devlin were like,
They
"Dude,
have regulars.
this will be so fun. Like me and Devlin, like, we need to go talk to these dudes. Like they're just sitting there having a great night. So I sat down, I put up chairs, I was like, boys, how are you all? They're like, welcome. And they were like, oh, you guys.
They're trying to suck you in to be a regular.
Literally, like,
join
dude,
us.
I got an invite for next Wednesday, and I left. I was like, I'll see you there, man. I can't wait. I'm not going back.
Well, yeah, because it's lockdown.
Yeah, that's the reason. And then they're like, I'm a programmer. And so he works in finance,
Yeah.
2 accountants. And I was like, oh, this tracks.
Yes,
This
that
tracks.
makes sense. Their jobs are so boring that they need titties to make their fun more fun.
So then I was like, hang on. So you guys aren't work friends. Where do you guys know each other from? Because there were different age ranges. There was a 70-year-old guy. There was like a 30-year-old dude. And I was like,
Yep.
this is the weirdest group of friends ever. And then like, oh, we know each other from here.
Wow,
And I was like, what do you mean? Like, oh, we all just were here by ourselves. And now we just hang out every Wednesday.
men are fucking weird, huh? We can't make friends
They just
unless
bond
there's
over being seedy.
something else.
It was
you
just
know?
rugby and tits. It was like the most Queensland thing ever in
Yeah,
Melbourne. It was
that's-
very funny.
That's great.
Yeah, and then she goes, "Oh, thank you guys so much for making a donation." Mostly guys like, the stripper was like to me, "Oh, mostly like guys are pieces of shits and just don't donate." And I was like, "Oh, I always like supporting the arts." Dude, she dies laughing. Like it's the funniest thing she's ever heard. Devlin, I just look at her, I'm like, "What are you doing?" Like, because I realized that the guys they used to speaking to were just like, "Oh, like."
I like boobies.
Literally, they get up to the bar and they wolf whistle when they come out and get the drinks and stuff.
Yuck.
But I mean, that's
I guess that is.
I don't know.
That's what it is.
I guess that's what it is. I don't know. I've never been to one.
Yeah.
But
We'll have to go
um,
next Wednesday.
yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was great.
Hey, do you want to hear me suffocate?
Yeah, let's do that.
So I've found this recording of that Jasmine took to show me how bad my sleep apnea was. This is before all this testing started happening because I didn't really believe her. I just thought I had an iron deficiency. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like shit all day, every day. I'm not sleeping enough. And then she goes, no. This is what you sound like when you're trying to sleep, right? And she just took this one night, and this is me. Fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you sound dope.
When I sleep,
You sound like you were made in a studio.
yeah, when I sleep, I just go, you know, I'm like, wait,
What was that?
okay, well, this is me.
You sound like a pig.
So, and what that's me attempting to inhale.
This is some intimate audio you're hearing.
Oh, this is real secret stuff.
A real behind the scenes look at Lewis Spears After Dark. See, when I'm at titty bars, this is what Lewis is up to.
This is why I don't go out late because I go, oh, I need to go fight for my life in bed. If you listen, right, every time it goes silent, you will not hear an exhale. I haven't inhaled yet. Listen,
So you haven't breathed this whole time.
I'm trying to breathe in. Still not breathing. Still not breathing. Haven't breathed.
Are you dead?
I'm not breathing. There it is. Right.
You sound like a farm animal.
Yeah, I sound like a bit. I'm dying in my
I know.
sleep.
But you sound like a distressed animal at a vet.
I'm still not breathing. Haven't breathed. I'm not
Do
breathing.
you wake up puffed?
Uh,
You must.
before I
Like with a headache?
Before I use now I wear a thing that vibrates and wakes me up if I'm on my back. But before I wore that, obviously I was just doing this, and I would wake up really regularly going and like ready to fight. Remember, I used to tell stories all the time about how I'd have crazy dreams and wake up and like be really angry. I
Yeah.
think it's because my body goes into like survival
Fight or flight
adrenaline
mode.
mode. Like someone's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
It's just my own tongue.
It really is just like fucking.
Yeah. So I think that I reckon when I get this surgery, gradually over a few years, I'm going to become so much smarter because I reckon I lose brain cells every time I go to bed.
For sure. And there's no oxygen going to your brain. Every day you wake up with less brain cells. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not really, but it's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It explains some stuff.
Yeah.
It explains like how you just forgot
Now I forget everything.
like the other day, I don't know, like on Ruben's episode, Good Boy, Goodbye. It just explains those little moments.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did you know that I'm a serious actor now?
Really?
Yeah. Like actually?
A serious actor.
I did it. I did
You're
my
in a
first
movie?
acting gig.
In a movie.
I'm like I just other
Like in a
other stuff.
TV, like in a series?
No. No.
Like one of those like Channel 10 like one shot like crime
I wouldn't like
specials and like a
I wouldn't like
play?
focus too much.
You're in a play?
No, not
Like
te-
you're on
te-
Broadway?
technically not.
No.
I wouldn't like focus on what I did.
Neighbours.
I just
Are you in Neighbours?
all I'm saying is comedy was a stepping stone, and now I've
Right.
hit my final form. I'm
Really?
probably going to give up podcasting now because I'm an actor.
You're in an ad?
Yes,
Like on TV, a TV ad.
I get maybe actually.
Really? Like
I think there's talk. There was talk. Actually, Max was supposed to call me today, but
right.
yeah, I hope it gets on TV because then I get extra royalties every time it plays. I think
Oh yeah.
that'd be good.
Yeah.
I knew a friend once that was on a Ford ad, and they just got so much money because it just kept getting played.
If your face is on a TV ad, you get tens of thousands of dollars. Which is why if you watch TV, so many people are carrying things that cover their face. I know a girl.
Like boxes and stuff.
Yeah.
so they don't have to pay them.
That's why, because if your face is in an ad, often the brand will go, you can't be in ads for 8 months because you're the face of this product.
Yes.
And then you go, well, you got to pay me for 8 months of work then. And they go, I guess that's how it works.
Yeah. So like and another one is I was talking to Tom Armstrong about it. He
Yeah.
did that Macca's ad, and
Oh, he
it was in
did,
his contract that he wasn't allowed to do another fast food franchise for 3 years. So like he couldn't do Hungry Jack's, KFC, or anything for 3 years.
Right.
So it's like they also pay you a lot of money
Yeah.
because it's got to be exclusive as well
Yeah.
to the one.
Is that how we got the Lamborghini?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why he chose green.
He did pull up in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His head's like too big for a Lambo, I think.
Yeah. Well, everything's too big. So maybe before you throw shade.
That's
you
true.
know.
I wouldn't be able to get out of a Lamborghini. I think I could get into one. I could not get out.
Though you can never be in a sports car.
No, I really want to sit in one just to see what it feels like. I think I would look fucking ridiculous.
Money Ryan bought a new car the other day.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, what is it? And he's like, it's kind of like a bigger car. And I'm like, oh, you didn't go with like the sports car? Because a few of the other Misfits people
Yeah.
have some like pretty cool sports
Pretty
car
nice
type
cars,
thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, I can't get a sports car. And I was like, oh, I was like, you don't like him? And he goes, no, I don't fit. He was like, he looked at me like I was stupid. And I was like, oh, yeah, like, because he's like also a taller guy. And I was like, Lewis wouldn't fit either. You could never get a Porsche. You know
No.
those little Porsches? No way.
No,
You
I
just
would
couldn't. It looked stupid because your head would be hitting the thing. You'd be driving
Yeah.
like this,
What do basketballers drive?
like Range Rovers and
Yeah.
like big Jeeps. And I don't know, like there's expensive rich cars like Chevys and
Yeah. I think that there's a lot of correlation between hyper wealth and short. There actually is. And that's got to be why.
yeah, because
Lots
they have
of
something to prove.
Well, yeah, lots of designer clothes are small because it's often smaller people have heaps of money for some reason. For some reason. Don't know why.
Often,
Bro,
people buying designer clothes
have
are Asian.
you seen? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's actually probably
That's probably why.
95% of the reason why. Yeah.
Whenever I've gone into the Gucci store with you, we've been the only white people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, whenever you've gone into the Gucci store, it's been with me.
Yes. Absolutely. Why would I go in?
Never gone in by yourself.
No.
That's awesome.
Why is that funny?
Well, just because you have lots of stories of going to the Gucci store, but they are all with me.
Yeah, you've
That's
all-
the strange part.
That is weird.
That's cool. That rocks.
But anyway, I'm a serious actor now. What were you gonna say something?
I was going to say there's a new TV show on Amazon Prime,
I might be in it.
an Australian reality TV show of like them selling like super expensive, luxurious homes, and one of the real estate agents has got to be like max 5'1", and it is awesome. I've just scrolled through his Instagram and I just laugh at all of his photos, and it's bullying.
Does he sound like a jockey?
He's just everything about his job, his everything is because of the size that he is.
Yeah.
And that rocks. For some reason that just amuses me a lot.
overcompensating.
And it's
Yeah.
it's sweet.
He'd also rev his car at the red light for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Good follow on Instagram. Just to see the photo and then look at objects in the background and go,
For scale. Like
Yeah.
you see a 50-cent piece and it's just towering over him. You're like, fuck. Look at
because
that.
he's also in massive homes
Yeah,
too. It's
that's funny.
great.
See, I'm a serious actor now. That's
Wow.
kind of what I
You might be buying a home off that guy soon.
probably. I was shocked that I didn't have a trailer when I rocked up. That was weird.
Really?
We were filming it so it was an ad for Nobby.
Oh,
Right?
cool.
Who sponsor our podcast.
Great. So when's my call up?
They didn't call you up. It wasn't organized through them.
Right. Okay.
It was organized through the other guy who you know what? And I realized why you didn't probably get it is because
Yeah.
two reasons. One,
Yeah. One.
you bailed on that guy's project a few months ago
Correct.
when you're asked about it.
Yeah,
Didn't
correct.
bother doing it.
Yeah. Didn't bother.
Number two,
Correct.
the role was I was cast as guy in pub. Which
yeah.
I've kind of been training
That's the main
for.
reason. That's the main reason.
Probably.
Yeah.
I felt like it was the role I was born to play.
Yeah.
A lot of training.
Yeah. You see, if I played Guy in Pub and it was played on television,
Well, I made sure to go out
people
the
would
night
stand
before.
up and go, "This is unbelievable. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't believe this man.
It's
It's
so-
not in him. In him.
But it's fucking, I agree. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But that's because everyone's been calling me an alcoholic for 5 years now.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's called method acting. You guys are just too stupid to understand.
Right. So in the
So
Nobby
it's a
ad,
character.
how are they going to put it on TV if every waitress has their tits out?
No, it was a different type of pub.
Oh, okay.
Again, it was my first ever time. That's what blew me away.
Yeah.
Do you know actually how shocking that is? I know we kind of glossed over it, like I accidentally went. I thought she didn't know for the first second.
Oh, yeah. You walk into a bar because it wouldn't be obvious.
She
that
was
she's
she was just pouring a drink,
and she just has
and
her tits out.
I'm cleaning and and then I was just she.
Excuse me, miss, your top's fallen down.
Yes, I was like, for a second I thought
How
I missaw
chivalrous
it.
would that have been?
But for a second, I thought it might have even. This is how dumb. Again, I think I went through 3 thoughts before I went. Oh, this is that kind of bar. I went through. Maybe she's wearing one of those aprons with the boobs on it.
Surely her tits did look that fake.
No, but it was from a distance. Where it's the bar's 20 meters away. And
Yeah.
there's a few tables in between. And then the lighting was dark, and I was like, "Are they?" Dude, it was pretty funny. Me just realizing,
I would've
if you had
loved-
watched my face, I
Yeah.
would have been like, Devlin. I think, but it took 3 seconds.
I would have loved if you just ran up to her with your t-shirt. You go, "Oh, here, take my t-shirt. That's fine. It happens to all of us. One time I lost my pants."
When I was coming back from the toilet,
Yeah.
it happened on the show.
So the only thing that truly made you realize that it was like a titty bar was just Devlin emptying his wallet.
Just him throwing his credit card at her, going, "Take it all."
You're going, is that an apron? And he's going, have everything, have it all.
Yeah, that
Luke,
was
give me
it.
your wallet.
That was the only telltale sign. But anyway, so I rocked up to this ad, and I've never actually done any acting before. I know that probably shocks people, but
Being on set is pretty big.
I can't. It's so I don't know how actors do it.
Yeah,
I was doing an ad.
yeah,
We went for 10 seconds.
yeah.
I was there for 4 hours. I have to say one line. It took 4 hours.
That's crazy.
And the shot went
You
for
must
10
be
seconds.
terrible
There was-
at acting.
Dude, I nailed it the first go, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, we got it. Because I'm used to shooting YouTube.
Yeah,
I was
we do it one. We do one. We'll do maybe 2.
I was like, it's an ad. I was like, let's do 4 takes. I was thinking 4 or 5 max, do 30 takes.
30 takes.
And it's because they go, oh, hang on, there's one shadow cast over your eyebrow. Let's run it again. Or because it was so I'll
Right, it
describe the
has to look
situation.
perfect.
The ad was how a Nobby package gets delivered to your door. you know, like kind of those career commercials, and it's first person, it's following the package, the camera, so you can see the little
I
underwear.
actually know the answer to this. It's topless posties.
No,
Oh,
it's not.
sorry.
No, I don't think they're running with that.
Oh, okay.
But just to be very clear, because they do sponsor us.
Yeah.
So it's on a BMX bike. The BMX bike comes into the beer garden of the pub.
Yeah.
There's by the way 8 extras. It was extra AF
Yeah.
because there were so many extras. There was like 3 crew members. There was one lady whose job was just to order everyone lunch and get people coffees. It was like a proper production.
What job is that? How do you apply?
I don't know.
You just show them the Uber Eats app on your phone. You go, I've got
I don't
this.
know. She
and
was like-
Deliveroo.
She asked me 3 times if I wanted a coffee. I was there for like 4 hours. I was like, I'm good. It's
Yeah.
fine. And she's like, all right, I'll get your lunch order. I'm like, I'm done after this. Like, I have to get there at 7 a.m. So we were all pretending at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like we're in a pub in Queensland in the sun. I'm wearing a shirt. It was
So
freezing.
you're in your element.
Yeah. You know what? I get why I was cast because
Yeah.
think about it. If anyone in Australia in the last 2 years
Yeah.
who spent more times in pubs in Queensland,
It's got to be
I
Luke
couldn't
Kitchell.
think of anyone else.
Yeah.
And we get in. So the bike comes in and people playing Jenga.
Yeah.
Big Jenga that you play like
Yeah,
with the
big
big
Jenga.
bricks. That crashes to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I then pick up the knobby package, and here's my big line.
Okay.
By the way, I had to say on the script it said sweet with a H.
Sweet.
Sweet. Which I was like,
Sweet.
I said sweet. I wasn't going to be saying
Not
sweet.
sweet.
I was like, sweet. Looks like Big Ben has a new package for his package. Huh, haven't seen this month's design. And then I got to open it, and then the camera whips away. Cut.
One more time.
Can you set the scene? Can you pretend Jenga's just fallen over? Otherwise, I can't get into character.
Okay. Smash.
Sweet. Looks like Big Ben just got a new package for his package. Haven't seen this month's design. And cut.
One more time.
I've already done it 30 times. Dude, do you know how hard it is delivering that for the 29th time with
Yeah.
the same enthusiasm that you delivered it the first time?
Yeah.
By the end, I was
Difficult.
like, not that sweet.
Yeah.
Not cool at all.
Wow, I'm over it.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow. I want to go home.
Oh, are we done?
Can we get the coffee lady to do this instead? She's
Oh.
doing nothing.
That's probably a wrap, huh?
Yeah.
Would love to do it again. Thanks
Yeah.
so much for having me, guys.
Yeah.
But it was, it's just different because we're used to doing like saying a thing once on stage, and
Yeah.
if you fuck it up, you go, oh well,
Whoops.
I fucked that up. Then you
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah.
It was just perfection. There was one guy, he was a sound guy. There was 2 lighting guys. It was just crazy.
Yeah.
And I felt like the star because I was the only one with the line. There was a bunch of extras there. That was awkward.
Yeah.
Dude, they definitely all had more acting experience than I am.
Oh, they were actors.
Oh, yeah.
Do you reckon they'd studied?
They were like, so what agency did you go to? And I was like, the agency of life, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I love acting agencies where they're like, we're going to make you a star, but you got to pay us $100 a month.
Yeah.
And we'll send photos of your face to casting agencies.
Literally. That's how it probably worked. And I
Yeah.
was talking to the girl next to me, and like, what have you done? She's like, oh, I've done some stuff on Neighbours and stuff. I was like, oh, cool. She's like, yeah, just, And I was like, she's like, what about you? What's your acting experience? Like, you've got a line. You must have a lot of experience. And I was like, I know.
Yeah.
I'm confused, actually. Came here for the ham and cheese.
I actually just responded to the guy's messages, and so he thought I was a good bloke.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I'm like Lewis. That's actually all it takes.
Perhaps I should look at my phone and open my messages.
Probably.
Because I'm not ignoring. I am ignoring him, but I'm not ignoring
Intentionally
him.
do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just not even aware that I'm being messaged. That's my problem. Like, oh, this guy's fucking ignoring me. I don't know that you've messaged me, Mum. Sometimes I look at my phone and I'll go, oh, Grandma's dead.
Dude, my mum did the most mum shit yesterday. I got this. I'm a child, right? So I still go over there and get my hair cut from a family friend.
Yeah.
So she's like, hey, Kath is coming over. I will confirm with her. Say hi to Meg. Just a classic mum text.
Yep.
Hope the Bendigo show goes well, blah, blah, blah.
Not happening.
And then she goes, yeah, who knows? And then she goes, anyway, I'll confirm now. Then 2 minutes later, I get a text. Hi, Kath. We're all good for Monday.
That's great.
And I was like to Mum, oh, Mum, not Kath.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, sorry, wrong person. I was like,
You
I
reckon?
gathered. I'm not Kath.
Yeah.
And I get what you did. Very Shaz. Love that. So, yeah, guys, nobby.com.au. They sponsor us. Thank you very much to Nobby. Get
Making
yourself
Luke
a
an
pair.
actor.
I'm a serious actor now, thanks to them.
Yeah.
I moved on.
And I'm seriously comfortable in the nether regions. Thanks
Yes.
to them. use code SOUNDOFF for $5 off. But that's all you get. Nothing else.
$5
Just
off your
$5.
first pair.
Yeah. Any other deals, offers, free shipping, anything like that, all coincidental, has nothing to do with our show.
No.
What we can guarantee that you get from us is $5 off your first pair, not your second, just the first, if you use code SOUNDOFF.
Mate, that is
And that's a deal
half a strip show on a
from
Wednesday.
us. Mm-hmm. There you go.
So
Half,
spend it wisely.
mate, that's one tit.
Yeah.
And you could cover both your tits because
Yes.
they do women's.
The
And
women's
they look good.
Women's ones are great.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
very good. And so, they do great underwear. Get on board, nobby.com.au. Use our code SOUNDOFF. That is the most important thing.
Use the code.
And keep supporting the brands that support us. We did
They'll
need,
support your nuts.
Yes.
Or your boobs. Or your puss.
we do need to do an update on the Friendly Geordies situation.
Yeah.
We spoke about it a few weeks ago as it was going down.
Yes.
For those who are unaware, Friendly Geordies, Jordan Shanks, who is a past guest of the episode of the podcast a few times, he's getting sued by John Barilaro,
Yes.
the deputy MP in
Yes.
New South Wales.
That's right.
Yes, got it right.
Nailed it.
I know politics.
And John is a very, very wealthy person. So often the best way to win a lawsuit is to just outspend your opponent. You know, if I put $500,000 into my team of lawyers and you're broke, you just have to forfeit, basically, or represent yourself and get owned.
Yeah.
So Friendly Geordies, obviously very expensive to defend yourself in a lawsuit, and most of that guy's money goes towards the guy who feeds his fish. So he actually did a crowdfund. I think this camera stopped, Keelan. He actually did a crowdfund to raise money for his legal defense, and his lawyer Xenophon Davis just tweeted out they've raised $1 million
What?
for his legal defense.
That's amazing.
Really, really great. And what's super cool here is the average donation is less than $50.
So many people.
It's all just like average, regular people who are like, yeah, that's fucked.
It's so funny how many people hate that dude.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a bit of both. It's like Jordan's out there fighting the good fight, which everyone's clearly wants to get behind, which is great. It's a bit
less
of
than
everything.
100, sorry.
It's
Not-
also like, I think it's like a real thing of, yes, this case like is almost like sets a precedent of like,
yeah.
or is this okay?
Is it okay to ask a politician questions
Yeah.
about stuff that's already in the news if you're a journalist?
Yeah, and it's very different to a maybe past case because in the past, say the Chaser got arrested for this, right? Back in the
Yes.
day,
Yes.
it would have been the ABC versus some politician, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like a different thing because he's like a private.
Well, he's a person.
Journalist.
He's being sued personally.
Oh, really? Not his business.
Well, maybe his business. I don't know. I think it is his. It is him, right? But it's kind of twofold. It's like defending Friendly Geordies against defamation, but also defending Christo from his criminal charges.
Yeah.
So it's kind of two different cases that are about the same issue. So Friendly Geordies has a statement here. He's talking through his lawyer. That's kind of why we're talking about it. We're trying to give him a bit of a signal boost. A huge thank you to everyone that has supported us over the past month. We will never forget this generosity. We've received more than 24,000 individual donations. That's more
so
people.
sick.
That's more people who first voted John Barilaro into Parliament. Nice diss. So yeah, it's great, and they've had a few wins. Christo's gag order has been lifted, so he can at least talk about it. And I believe, I may be wrong, he can now walk to school because the conditions of his bail were that he wasn't allowed to come anywhere near this
Yeah.
building, which was on his route to school.
Right.
So I believe, I may be wrong, that that part of it has now been lifted, and he can,
Yeah,
he
cool.
can go to school. So yeah, I guess good on Jordan and the team. I hope they win because it does set a precedent. And if John wins, you know, it will really affect journalism in this country forever. So I sincerely hope Jordan wins because I think it's good for the country as a whole, whether or not you like what he said, or even if you like John or not. I think even if you like John and you agree with what he what his policies or whatever,
I think anyone can agree what happened, like the anti-terrorism squad turning up to his parents' house.
That
Like, that's
especially.
just fucked.
The defamation thing, I don't care too much about because that's if he can truly prove that Jordan
Yeah.
lied or said wrong things, then sure, that's his right. Whatever. I think that he'll lose that case, John. But the counter-terrorism squad arresting a
It's
guy,
just so excessive.
it's crazy.
You know
I
what
don't like that.
I thought, because I think I forgot about this, but we met Christo and
Yeah.
Jordan the first time he did the podcast.
Yes.
Christo was there.
Yeah.
And he was like he had a little afro. I
Yes.
just remember like I was
Little
like,
nerdy kid.
Little nerdy kid, right? He really grew up. When I saw him getting pinned to the ground, I was like, Christo grew up.
Yeah.
Good on him.
I was like, oh, look at him. I'm
I mean,
proud of him.
He's still got his hands behind his back getting
Yeah.
pinned, screaming. But
It was giving me flashbacks to when I was arrested. Good on him.
I don't really. I think I remember when you got arrested. I think my friends told me about it.
It was a big thing.
It was a thing,
It was a bit of fun.
getting arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a story.
I'd probably freak out.
There is a moment when I got them to arrest me because they were like, "What's your name and where do you live?" Which you do have to tell a police officer. And I was like, it'll be funny if I get arrested. So I did not tell them. Right. So I got them to do it basically because I also knew it was bullshit why they were arresting me.
Hang on, what was the reason? What was the reason?
I got charged. It was offensive conduct because some fan had brought a giant, like a colossal handmade sign of a hand drawn penis, and got me to sign it. Right? Because I was real smart. I didn't bring anything. I didn't bring any offensive signs or whatever because I knew you could get arrested for that. But when the fan brought that over for me to sign, that he snuck past the cops, because I touched it, it was in my possession. So that's why they pulled me out and go, "We're going to charge you with offensive conduct."
But you never got charged, actually.
No,
Well, you got off.
I got off. I got out of it.
Within like a week?
I had to appeal the fine, everything, and I was banned from the CBD. But I appealed everything and I got out of it.
Did you have to
It was
go
bullshit.
to court?
No, I submitted forms, and I think that the guy who arrested me was really, really angry and kind of
And then
overstepped his boundaries.
you got back to the police station and they're like, why did you arrest this guy?
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. So yeah, there was a moment though when they arrest you and then they put your hands behind your back. When I felt the handcuffs click, something in your brain goes, "You're a criminal. You've done the wrong thing. You're going to prison." And I had a little freak out moment for half a second, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to." And then I was like, "Hang on, I'm wearing a Goku suit." And I'm getting arrested for touching a penis. And then I thought it was funny. And then I started singing Happy Birthday because it was my birthday at the time. And then everyone else starts singing it. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. That's funny. Yep. How good was 2013, guys?
I can remember watching the video. I was in year 7 going, "Oh, this guy getting arrested, piece of shit."
Your voice,
Little did you know.
your voice changed.
Yeah.
You used to have a really deep voice.
I know, honestly, I think I was doing that voice.
You're like, hey guys, Snopes here.
Yeah. I think I was doing that. Because I was anonymous.
It's so weird.
You know why? Because I was anonymous for ages.
But then you weren't.
So I disguised my voice, and then I wasn't, and then I was just in this
Doing it
habit
on camera.
of doing the voice, and then
Do the
I was
voice
just like,
now.
"What am I doing? Huh?
Do the voice now.
Can you do it?
I can't. I don't think I can.
You'd have
do
to
it.
watch a video.
Yeah.
You'd have such a weird voice. You're honestly unrecognizable in some of those early videos because you got this shaved head. You kind of look like one of those British guys. It's like, what are you fucking looking at? You
Like a
look
chav.
like yeah.
Yeah.
But like a guy that would just have a knife because he doesn't have a muscle.
Yeah. I
You know?
hit a bit of a fork in a road. I'm like, which way am I going to go here?
Yeah,
this way or prison?
Yeah. It's so weird. I always think that, like, some people ask me about it. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, like, were you a fan? I don't think I've ever spoken about this, but I was not a fan of you. Like, at all. I thought it was so stupid.
It was stupid. It was
Like, I
it
just
was-
didn't get it. I wasn't really into trolling. It's even now, like saying the other day, I was like, I wasn't ever really into pranks.
It was it was just reckless shit. It was like vandalism, but online.
Yeah, right.
Like that's kind of what it was. Bit of fun.
We've never actually spoken about face beef before in this
No.
podcast.
No,
That's interesting. Cool.
bit of fun.
Wrap up now.
Yeah,
we're at the end of episode.
We're at the end.
Cool.
Wait, I want to know quickly. It says Lewis did something dumb. What did you do?
Oh, yeah. So I.
Oh fuck, I gotta go.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get
No,
this
go.
real quick. So I've been releasing daily stand-up clips on all my social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, fucking YouTube, everywhere, right? The clips have been going great. and all of them have been ending with all of my show dates that are on sale. And I've been selling a bunch of tickets. But then I read this one comment going, oh man, he was just in Bendigo. I missed him. And I was like, this fucking stupid idiot. I wasn't in Bendigo. Bendigo's not for like another month. And then I had a look at my website. My website's right. And then I had a look at all of the dates that I've been putting at the end of the videos.
Did you?
They're all wrong. Every single one of them is like the complete wrong month. And I've done that for the first 5 videos. I'm going to fix it for the future ones, but I've got one coming up tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'm putting the wrong dates in. I don't care. I'm not fixing it. I'll fix it for the rest of them. But
That's so lazy.
But how well am I selling considering
People don't
it
know when
looks
the
like
show
half
is.
the shows are over?
Jesus Christ. You need to fix that.
So, guys, check the site because that's the only place it's true. Don't even ask me. Don't Google it. Look at the website. That's what's true. Everything else is all rumor and hearsay.
Yeah, we did that shit. We changed one show because of COVID and stuff. It was the Harvey Bay one, and then we sent out an email going, it's on the 25th of July, and it's not.
you sent out an
it's on the
email.
25th of August. And 3 people replied going, are you sure you don't mean August? And we're like, yeah,
And
fuck.
then you have that fucking thing where
I'm gonna get messages now.
People don't know
They
if
see
the
one
website's
thing.
wrong or the email's wrong. And they're like, well, they just emailed me, so the website has to be wrong.
Some people are like, oh, your Facebook event says this. I'm like, I don't check Facebook. I don't know what's on the Facebook event. I didn't make it.
Guys, look, just buy a ticket and rock up, and if there's a show there,
There's a show.
you're lucky.
Yeah,
You know, if you rock up and nothing's happening, bad luck. It happens to the best of us.
Yep. Guys, LukeHidgel.com, LouSpears.com. Come
your
see our
tickets.
shows. We're not sure what's going to be happening with lockdown. I think we're going to be going into a lockdown at midnight tonight as we're recording this. I may get to do one more last show tonight.
Yeah, we're just going to do
Who
whatever
knows?
is safe
Legal.
and legal. So, and if anything gets moved around, they'll be rescheduled. And if we can't reschedule them, there'll be refunds. So I say just book your tickets. And if it happens, great. If it doesn't, we'll make it happen at a later date. That's my advice. So get your tickets and we will see you at the shows. Happy lockdown, everyone. Thanks, Sydney. Woohoo!
Bye. Goodbye.
Guys, welcome to Luke and Lewis